I met my boyfriend in 8th grade when I was 13 years old. We didn't start dating until Valentine's Day of 2013. Whenever I found out that I was pregnant, we were barely 7 or 8 months into the relationship, and I started suspecting that I was pregnant because I missed my period. So I told him, I haven't gotten my period. I've been feeling like really hungry and sleepy, which is usually rare for me. So I told him, and he got me not only one but 6 pregnancy tests for me to take. So we knew that we had to tell our parents. First of all, my mom. That was the most difficult thing. We were scared, and I took 6 because we wanted to be sure that I was actually pregnant before telling our parents. My mom already knew I was pregnant because usually whenever I started my period, she starts her period. So that month I didn't ask her for pads. So she started suspecting that I was, why didn't she get her period. So she started like watching me, what I ate, the little cravings that I would have. So she started suspecting that I was pregnant. So she called my mother-in-law and told her, I think she's pregnant. We have to meet up so we can all talk about it. So that same day that I was gonna tell her that I was pregnant, she scheduled like a family meeting with all of us so we can talk about if I was pregnant or not. So whenever I got home from school, they were all there. I was scared. I was freaking out. I was like, do they know? Do they not know? What am I gonna do? How am I gonna tell them? So we all sat down in the living room, and my mom started telling my boyfriend's family, that she thought that I was pregnant. So at that moment, my mother-in-law starts crying, and they all turned to look at me. I started crying. So they asked me, are you pregnant? So at that moment, I told them that I was pregnant. So I was scared. When I saw my mom, she wasn't sad, she wasn't mad, but she was more disappointed because she wanted more of me. She expected more of me. I was the little girl that had big dreams, that wanted to be a doctor when I grew up. So this was a game changer. I was gonna have a kid, a kid having another kid. It was very difficult. So I saw her and I started crying more because her eyes were just sad. Even though I had told them that I was pregnant, my mom still had bought a pregnancy test and wanted me to go to the restroom and take the pregnancy test and bring it outside so they can see that I was really pregnant. So whenever I got outside the restroom, the pregnancy test was obviously positive. So I handed it to my mom, all scared, crying, because she had told me many times, be careful. She got pregnant really young with my brother. She got pregnant at 16 with my brother. And she always told me, be careful, look at me, I'm struggling, I don't want the same for you. But here I go, doing the same thing. So that same night, we were all there. My mother-in-law, my father-in-law, my 2 sister-in-laws, and my mom asked me, like, do you want to stay or do you want to go with them? And I knew if I stayed, I was gonna, she was gonna go crazy on me, or I don't know. I couldn't imagine what was gonna happen. So I told my mom that I wanted to leave with my boyfriend, and I feel like that really hurt her, since I feel like she wanted me to stay with her, but I decided to leave. So she has always, since this day, like been like hurt about that. But it happened. So that same night, my mother-in-law was like, well, then go get your stuff, we're going home. My mother-in-law was crying, I was crying. To tell you, I didn't stop crying for like 2 weeks. I cried 2 weeks straight. I didn't know what to do. I didn't go to school. I was scared. Like, I didn't talk to my mom. Um, it was just a sad day. I know a child is a blessing, but that day was just sad. I was sad. Everybody was sad. Um, so I went to my boyfriend's house. You know, I was happy as a 14-year-old. Oh, I'm going to my boyfriend's house. You know, I'm gonna live with him now. But it wasn't what I expected. I needed my mom. I missed my mom so much. I don't know. I remember that day, and it still hurts me. You know, and it hurts me more because my little sister. I left my little sister. She she cried. She cried. She was telling me, "Don't leave me. Don't leave me." And I didn't know what to do. You know, I was like, I'll come back. I'm not leaving forever. I'll come back. But that's what hurt me most because, you know, I was her only sister, and I left her, and she needed me there. So yeah, I went to my doctor's appointment like a week later, and they told me that I was 3 months pregnant. So, you know, the pregnancy went out good. So yeah. Every month after I went to my first appointment, everything went by good. My baby was growing. He was growing big and strong. We found out that we were having a boy. We were so excited. We painted the room. We painted the room blue. Everything was going good. You know, every month after month, me and my mom's relationship got better. You know, she was being more lovely. She would hug my stomach. You know. No, she's gonna be a grandma, but you know, she has to love it because I'm her daughter. She loves me. She has to love my son. So everything went good. You know, I was criticized a lot because obviously I was 14 and I got pregnant. But my mom, you know, she never let anyone, you know, tell me bad things. You know, people make mistakes, but you know, we all grow from them. We all learn from them. While I was pregnant, when I was like 7 or 8 months, I was still going to high school, my freshman year. You know, I was there with my big belly, you know. I didn't have friends. I was like just by myself because I was different basically, you know, a freshman pregnant, you know. So it was a tough pregnancy, but you know, I still kept going with my school. You know, I did my test, I passed my grade, you know. So I finished freshman year, and that summer I hit 9 months, and that's when I had my baby boy, Jesus Santiago, on June 27, 2014. My labor was horrible. It was one of the best days of my life, but yet it was one of the worst days of my life. If y'all want to hear that story, y'all can subscribe and comment, and I'll make another video with my labor story, which was horrible. But yes, I had my baby, and everything was good. You know, being a new mom, I was scared. I went to live with my mom for those months that I needed for her to help me, because I wasn't really comfortable with my mother-in-law yet. I loved her and everything. I love her, but I wasn't really comfortable at that moment. I needed my mom there with me. So the years went by, and me and my boyfriend still went to high school. We went every day, you know, went to sophomore year, junior year, and senior year. We graduated last year, class of 2017. Right now, our baby is 3 years old. He's not a baby no more. Right now he's in school. So right now in a little bit I'm gonna go pick him up. You know, he's growing up so much, you know. We are growing up so much as a family, as a person. We are being more mature. It was really hard being young parents. And I'm making this video not to like support little like girls getting pregnant at a young age, but to tell you that it's not easy. It's not easy to maintain, to keep up with your studies, to keep up with your life, to it's to like give the best to your child. If you have a great support from a family, it is possible, but don't let that be an option, as in like, oh, I want to get pregnant really young. No, I feel like it's really hard, you know, to be a child and still have to take care of another child and take care of your husband, take care of the house. It's really hard. And whoever is out there and is pregnant at a young age, you know, just take it slow, be careful. You know, it's gonna be the best experience of your life, you know, having your heart outside of your body, you know, your son, your daughter growing up, laughing, crying, you know, going to school, everything. So thank y'all for watching, and I will be posting more videos soon, so I hope y'all subscribe and keep up with the Viola family. Thank you.